Hello everyone. Today I would like to begin by asking you all a couple of questions. How many of you feel unsafe driving on our roadways late at night? Okay, well what makes you feel so unsafe about this? Alright, bad eyes, bright lights, all of these are very considerable. However, have you ever thought about the other people on the roads and how they can make you unsafe? Being safe ourselves does not mean that all of the other drivers on the roads with us are making these good decisions as well. According to the Department of Transportation, 50% of deaths that occur on weekends within the past year are due to drunk drivers. In order to keep our roads safe, we need to control the alcohol consumption and these rash decisions that these people are making. My name is Lauren Murphy, and I am the president of the Alcohol and Drug Abuse Administration, which is part of the Department of Health and Mental Hygiene here in Maryland. I would like to share with you today the problems with high alcohol consumption and why we need to take action in order to keep the people of our community safe. So to begin, let's discuss what needs to be fixed. The problem at hand is the dangers of high alcohol consumption and its negative effects on our society. Alcohol can be bought at restaurants, convenience stores, and gas stations at very late hours of the night. This makes it very easy for people to have access to it even when they do not need it. Liquor stores, on the other hand, only sell alcohol until about 9 o'clock or early evening hours. Also, most people do not realize the effects that alcohol may be having on their body immediately because normally they don't take count of how many drinks they have, and then they are affected once they are on our roadways. According to an article written by the administration of Auburn University, which was written in 2010, statistics say that the body is able to metabolize 1 drink per hour. So, when the body metabolizes more than this, that's what makes it become intoxicated. The chart that I showed you earlier also shows us how many it takes by weight for one person to become intoxicated, and this as well was from the Auburn University article written in 2010. Once people leave a restaurant, they may not know how many they have had, and it may not hit them yet. And when it does, they may be on the road causing danger to everyone else, including you. So now that we understand the problem at hand, let's discuss how to go about fixing it. In order to solve this problem, we must encourage lower alcohol consumption rates. Restaurants, gas stations, and other convenience stores that offer high alcoholic beverages at late hours of the night are just encouraging more intoxicated people on our roadways. So, I think higher alcoholic contented beverages should be banned from these locations. This would keep people from consuming these higher amounts of alcohol consuming more than 1 drink an hour throughout the night, which would keep them from becoming so intoxicated. High-gravity beers and alcoholic energy drinks are becoming very popular. According to an online article called High Gravity Beers, written in 2010, the alcohol content of these beers is normally 7% alcohol by volume and over. Stated in another article written by A. Goodenough in 2010, called Caffeine and Alcohol Drink is Potent Mix for Young, alcoholic energy drinks, for example, Four Loko, which has an alcoholic content of 12% and higher, and does not only affect ourselves in that way, but also it contains electrolytes, which go straight to our bloodstream, causing us to become very intoxicated very soon. So, banning these drinks could really help people not become so intoxicated so soon. In opposition, there is always still the option of people drinking too many lower contented alcoholic drinks and still getting just as intoxicated. However, most people don't want to spend as much money as they could just buying 1 drink with more alcohol. Now that we've talked about the possible solution to our problem, let's consider the advantages and disadvantages. If we could ban higher alcoholic contented drinks, there would be many advantages and disadvantages. First, we'll consider the disadvantages. If this law is not passed, you or any of your loved ones in your community could be killed on our roadways. Our community will continue to feel unsafe and desire most people in our community to not want to stay, and this would lower the profit and the growth of our community in the future. You and other innocent drivers will be forced to stay off the roads and just feel unsafe and trapped. If this is not supported, we may lose citizens in our own town due to death, injury, or simply bad reputation of our unsafe roadways. So, let's now consider the advantages. Banning these drinks would keep people from becoming too intoxicated in a short amount of time, allowing you to feel much more comfortable on our roadways. You can let your family and loved ones drive freely on the roads without being worried about being killed or injured. The people of our town will feel happier and safer to go about their daily routines around town, keeping them in our community and keeping the profit high. This would lower the overall rates of alcoholic-related death and injury, which would boost the reputation of our town. So, with all of this said, now we need to take action. In order to solve this problem, you, the lobbyists of Maryland, need to take action. I want you to propose a law that states that no alcohol be sold in restaurants, drugstores, convenience stores, if it has an alcohol by volume over 6%. You must force these higher alcoholic beverages to not only be sold in liquor stores, whose hours are shorter and stores are not always as convenient. You all are in charge of passing or vetoing this law, which leaves you in control of saving the lives of the people in our community. The power of saving them from access of alcohol and the protection of our roadways starts with the passing of this one very beneficial law, and it all lies in your hands. Thank you.